Really beautiful day today, 2nd of November, 2019. I'm going to be starting up this rutty road here that takes me up to the trailhead for Bingham Lake. I am near the Russian wilderness, and I'll be in close proximity to Russian Peak. I'm actually headed up these two lesser well-known peaks, Grizzly and Wildcat. Basically, there's no trail to them, so I'll be taking my bike up a mile, pulling over the side, and then just going straight up until I reach the top. And those peaks are going to be a little bit higher in elevation than all the background mountains across the way over there. So far this road seems fairly drivable. It's just that beginning section. That might be summit of Grizzly. I'll have to see whether that thing is even climbable or not. I think that's what that is. So I'm at this spot in the road. Let's see, 6666 is my elevation. I parked my bike in the tree down there. I hope nobody sees it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start veering straight up the mountain and possibly get to Wildcat first. Traverse over and get to Grizzly, and then come back down the ridge and just walk right back to this. Taking a break, I'm about 500 feet below the summit. Densely wooded area. It's also a lot of granite boulders. Terrain will get steeper, and it's kind of a big cliff that I'm trying to dodge. See if it's a little bit more gentle going the other way up. View is opening up pretty nicely. Shasta, craggy peak. Trinity Alps are all on the horizon there. They don't have much snow on them. There is a permanent little glacier below Thompson Peak, so that's snowy pretty much year round. It's all granite through here, and I hope I can reach the summit. I think I have to climb the ridge and then angle over, because from here it looks pretty much impossible. And across the way, following the ridge, is Grizzly Peak. Interesting formations. Summit's right there. I think I can definitely reach it. Check out that little hole in the rock. Alright. Some old wiring here. We're on the summit of Wildcat Peak. Fantastic view. That's a Russian Peak there. I forgot the name of the lake that you can see right in there. It's very calm. The color's super nice. The type of lighting we have. That's not officially named, but Statue Lake is right off of that peak. Pretty gnarly. Oh, there's Preston Peak way out there. Russian wilderness is just like the Trinity Alps. It's a little bit more forested. And that's Grizzly Peak right there. I'll have to see if I could even get up that way. I might try to stay a little bit below the ridge. Try to approach it from the left side. From here it looks unclimbable, but maybe there's a gully up the side of it or so. Kind of like this one. So this whole section here is Wildcat Peak. That summit I think is about 3 feet lower than where I am here. Eaton Peak is right there. Unfortunately, it's pretty forested, but it does have some gnarly granite walls. Let's see what the summit register has to say. Little cairn here. Problem is that it was facing where water could get in. This thing is like all rusted out. Eesh. Can't even flip the pages. Well, there's an entry from 2010. But out of the whole thing, I'd say only a fifth of it has something written. Maybe less than that. Anyway, I'll just put it in the right way. And, come to think of it, there is... Oh. Wow. I don't know what this old can is doing up here. Copyright 1947. So that's about half a mile to Grizzly. I'm going to start heading down a safe way that I can find. Hopefully I don't have to go all the way around this big spire that I had going up. So there is definitely a way to descend down the west side of Wildcat. It's kind of sketchy at first, but you basically come down through here. There's a lot of good footholds and handholds, but class 3 scrambling down. And you just kind of emerge and back on easier terrain. And then we'll head over to the peak there. Got a big balanced rock. Taking a little breather. That's where I came from right there. Kind of been scooting on both sides of the ridge. And I only have about 0.12 miles left. It is so dead calm out. I think I could hear the ringing in my ears at some points. There's hardly any wind whatsoever. That's kind of typical during this last little heat wave. I have a feeling winter's going to come pretty fast up here relatively soon. Weather looks good for the next week or so. Just not as warm. Today and tomorrow are the only days where it's still in the 70s. Alright, I didn't think this peak was climbable, but there is this small, nice class 3 gully. On the south side you climb up right through here. There's kind of a drop off here on the north side. And then looks like an easy little scramble and you're right at the top. Survey marker from 1952. There's actually another one here. It looks like somebody really vandalized it. So there's where I came from, Wildcat. There's Eaton Peak again with all the granite. Oh, there's another survey marker right on that rock. All pointing to the center one. I don't know if I see a summit register, but Unsurprising if there was one. What is this? Huh. Or these are like fire splints. There's a couple of them up here. So I'm just gonna hit following a ridge straight down, and then I'll get back to the road and my bike should hopefully still be there. Here's a last look descending the monolith. Should be straightforward from here. Different kind of tree here, besides the typical noble fir. I know where like South Lake is on the other side of the ridge. I think they call that the Miracle Mile. They're having 18 different conifer types, which is quite a lot for this area. Another look at Wildcat through the trees there. Pretty close to my bike. Alright. Nice, easy, mild glide back down to the car.